Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about love, more specifically love languages and how to show love to yourself. Aww, doesn't this sound super duper sappy? Basically, I feel like everybody should be being a little bit softer with themselves just during this current sustained trauma that we're all going through. And I thought one way that I could do that is explore my love languages and explore them to myself, for myself, to myself, from myself. So what I've done, so if you haven't heard of like love languages before, there are 5, and you can take a little test online. I'll link it down below, and you can do it either. I did it as a single person, despite not being single. I was doing this for me. So you can do a little test down below, and then it'll tell you what your love languages are, how you best wish love to be communicated to you. So I did that back at the beginning of the month, and this month I have been showing myself a little bit of TLC, a little bit of tender love and care, and I thought, that's literally what TLC means, isn't it, Alice? And I thought that I would share them with you. So I actually redid the love languages test. It's something that I have done before, and my results have changed. I truly think that is in part to do with the pandemic and the lack of social interaction that we have had. So bottom 4th together, I have gift giving and physical touch. In 3rd, I have acts of service. In 2nd, I have words of affirmation, and in 1st place I have quality time. So I've done a number of activities for myself to explore all of these love languages and sort of show myself love in several different ways, and I thought I would bring you along for the ride. So let's start at the bottom and work our way up, shall we? So starting off with physical touch. Now when I'd done this before previously, that had also ranked particularly low, so I wasn't surprised that that is where that ended up. So physical touch for me is not the way to show that you love and care, although that being said, like, I like it when someone puts their arm around me. Anyway, needless to say, so I came up with 2 activities for me to do to show myself some love via physical touch, and they were both completely different, because also, you know, again, I'm doing this for myself in the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of a lockdown, so, you know, I had to work within the constraints that I had, but work within those constraints I did. So I came up with 2 activities that involve physical touch. So first of all, as you may have guessed from the typical content that I create, I gave myself a facial. Hi guys. So for the first task for physical touch, I figured I would give myself a full-blown facial. As you can see, I have been graced with a beard of spots. You know, part maskne, part stress, part just, you know, being alive. So instead of just doing like face masks where I usually like put them on and go and do something else, I'm gonna give myself like a proper facial. Got my facial steamer out, got some of my eye masks. These are from Muji, and do you ever wonder what you can do with those like goo pops? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix, oh my god, punch that, mix myself a nice little solution of hyaluronic acid and some this like prep stuff from Beauty Pie. Here it comes. And then pop that on my under eyes, but I've also got like nose strips, I've got my extraction kit, got a new dermaplane blade. I'm gonna be touching my face, and I've also, it's also a Sunday afternoon when I'm doing this. It's a nice Sunday afternoon activity. I'm gonna watch my YouTube vids, chill with this on, and then do some fun extraction stuff. So I like to let this one run until the water's completely gone, which takes about 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna sit here, watch a YouTube video, chill out, do some extractions. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I think that's probably the most like physical touch thing that I do for myself, is probably applying skincare to my face. And the second one is a little bit more off-piste. However, basically, I'm gonna tell you a little story. So when I was in primary school, my 2 best friends, who I'm still very much in contact with these days, they both went to gymnastics club together. And through their gymnastics club, they learned how to do the splits. And this is something that I was never able to do, and I was eternally jealous, eternally envious as a little girl with my 2 friends that could do the splits. Like, that's the type of thing, like when you're like 7 years old and some people like sat there doing the splits, and I'm like, I wish I could do that, and then you can't and it hurts. Anyway, so I've started doing stretches so that I can learn as a 27-year-old woman how to do the splits. Now I must admit, this month in particular, I feel like it's maybe not the best month for me to do that, just simply because, you know, I'm focused on creating a video every day. So I have been really slack with it, but it is something that I want to do. So, you know, make sure you subscribe, watch my vlogs. I will definitely keep you updated on how well I'm doing the splits. So I watched a video from a girl who said that she, basically you can do the splits in a week, which I have not been able to do, evidently. But so I'll link that down below. But also I did mention this to one of my friends who used to be able to do the splits, and she's like, did you follow the WikiHow? And I'm like, what? So there's a WikiHow on how to do the splits. So I'm gonna find that and link that down below. So, you know, choose your poison, choose your splits adventure, and, you know, join me too doing the splits on the floor. It'll be great. So moving on to gift giving. Again, I'm surprised this is so low. As somebody who really enjoys the online shopping, I'm surprised that it's so low for me that I don't appreciate. It's not that I don't appreciate it, I just feel like I've always been in the mentality, well, if I want it, I'll buy it myself. So anyway, so again, I've got 2 things that I've bought myself. Well, it's more than 2 things, but they're kind of coming at 2 different angles. So first of all, I bought something to, I guess, directly benefit me. So I bought the entire set that the Anna Edit released along with Appointed, who are a stationery company. I've got the year planner, I've got a notebook, a to-do checklist, like a little list pad, and also some pencils. So I typically bullet journal, but you know, last year I hardly did any of it because I was so, my life was like so on and then so off because of the pandemic. I find like, also this planner, it looked really good. I just wanted to, you know, have it already laid out for me, and I've been using it quite a lot and I've been really enjoying it. But I wanted to get this so I could really clearly see and better plan my life. I love having a mix of both, like the calendar on my phone and then also a handwritten sort of planner as well. So I've been finding that really beneficial. And yeah, I just wanted to buy myself something, you know, like this whole set was a little bit more expensive, but honestly I think it's worth the money, and so far I'm thankful to myself for making the plunge and purchasing it. Don't mind me just adjusting my bra straps. And the second thing, arguably completely the opposite. So I love shoes. I love shoes. I am not afraid to tell you that I love specifically big, clunky, ugly shoes. I can't get enough. Sort of this winter time, keep in mind we've been in a national lockdown the entire time and, you know, really shouldn't be going outside that much. I bought not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 pairs of shoes. 8 shoes are in my possession that are new. As if I didn't have a load of shoes to begin with, I have gone ahead and bought myself 2 pairs of trainers and 2 pairs of boots. They also have different purposes. I'm incredibly happy with my purchases. So I thought I would give you a little fashion show. Shoes, and they make me happy, and I like having funky shoes. And yeah, I don't own a yellow pair of shoes, and those vegan Doc Martens were like on really good sale, and my other slip-ons, they were breaking, so I wanted another pair to replace them. They were also on sale. I think all bar the green boots were on sale, so your girl also loves a bargain. But yeah, I love shoes, and these shoes rule. So party. So moving on up to acts of service. Now I'm gonna let previous Alice take the reins on this. I think I've already perfectly explained myself in these clips. So we're gonna bring Alice from the other evening in right now. Hi guys, acts of service Alice here. And I am going to be doing today something that I like to call the 2-minute task. Now everybody has a 2-minute task. It's quite self-explanatory, I think. It's a 2-minute task, something that will take you, I would say, between 2 and 10 minutes. Really not a long time, but you decide for whatever reason it's not worth the upcoming 2 to 10 minutes. So for me today, my act of service is completing a 2-minute task that I have put off for 2 months, something like that. Anyway, so it's referring to this dress here. This dress is from Motel. I've had it quite a long time. Like this dress, enjoy this dress, wish to keep this dress. However, It has these like ties that go around the back of the collar, you tie up into a little bow and then it comes down the front. That's nice, isn't it? I accidentally sheared one off. It got tangled in my washing. Like I pulled it out of the washing machine, it got tangled and it fell off. And basically I need to sew it back on. Literally, this bit of fabric, although this is a little bit frayed, what I might do is I might fold this down, sew that, and then sew it on. Really not a hardship. However, I have put this off for approximately 2 months. You know, I have a sewing box, I have black thread, I have needles, I have the knowledge and the know-how, and yet, ladies and gentlemen, I have not done it. Here's some needles. Here, stole them from my mum's sewing box. Sorry, mum, but you have plenty. Oh, have you already got a needle in this black thread here? Look. So I literally got everything. I'm here sat on my ottoman. I don't usually sit here, but this is where this dress has lived, in a pile for 2 months. I do also have some other 2-minute tasks. I need to email my landlord. I need to call the council to give me a cardboard bag. And a few other bits and bobs. I need to go to the tip. Got it, nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. In fact, you know what? I might time myself and see how long this takes. Make no mistake, I'm not planning on rushing. I'm gonna take as long as you know it needs, but I'm just curious how long this task is actually gonna take me. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go! Took me 6 minutes and 4 seconds, and listen, I was not rushing myself. Whilst it's not the prettiest sewing job I've ever seen, it's gonna suffice, just sort of tying it off here. But yeah, there we go, the 2-minute task. If you have a 2-minute task, I reckon we've got at least 2 to 10 minutes after this video. So why don't you take me with you to do your 2-minute task, you know, that email you need to send or whatever it may be. Do you know what, guys? I think Acts of Service Alice is on a roll today, because I'm literally sat right next to my other acts of service, and that is to put up a bunch of artwork. So I made this, by the way, fun fact. That's a wee jewel risograph print. Here's another one. Anyway, I've got these framed. Well, I mean, I framed them, I bought the frames. I purchased the frames, and I did actually also get these two for Christmas. Very pretty. And I've got a wall which is in dire need of some love and some TLC. Now I need to order hooks for these. I also need to order a couple of the frames, so I'm going to do that. But I'm going to shove these two up on the wall. I've been meaning to do this for such a long time. This is actually a vinyl frame. Lol, this is on the back. This is actually fairly light. This I've had up on the wall before. This frame I know is from B&Q. Wow, it was like pretty affordable. And yeah, I want to make like a little gallery wall. So I thought I'd start with these two. That's literally all I need to do. This one's already got command strips on the back. This one I need to put some onto. But yeah, I'm literally going to shove those on the wall now. And then I am going to order hooks. This is what's been annoying me, I think. I need to order hooks for these two. I mean, I've also got my own plain ones as well, which I need to embroider. I need to get some hooks to shove these up and then get another frame as well. So those are almost kind of 2-minute tasks, ordering that stuff. But this other act of service is putting these on the wall. So let's go do it. How actually, I will show you the print that I need to hang up. The issue is this print, which my friend Mitch got me. Well over a year, he got me this print. It's a little bit bigger than the frames that I have. So otherwise, if it was the same size, I would have just gone and bought more of those frames. But because I'm like, oh, I need to measure this, and I need to find a suitable frame, that there's been the very passable hurdle that I have given myself. Anyway, now let's go. Now let's go and hang these up on the wall. So this here is the wall in question. So my door frame goes up to here. So I don't know how much of this you're gonna see, but literally shove two prints up on the wall. And here they are. Ta-da! I kind of want to cover this crack. I don't know if you can see it, there's this crack in the wall, and kind of don't want that to be, you know, particularly on display. No, that's true, that's perfect, okay. Okie dokie, perfect. I'm happy with that. Now this one, kind of want him like a little bit down, off center, and then we can build some other ones around him. Cool, I'm happy with that. I need to sticker this one up good and proper. they looking straight? Are they looking straight? Hang on. Do you know what? That took even less time than my bloody 2-minute task. Hang on, are you happy with these? I mean, obviously this is a start. This is a start. Got a few other bits and bobs. I kind of want to cover this whole area. But this is the stuff that I had ready to go. I'm going to go order some more command stuff and frames. Okay, peace and love. Peace and love. I have to be really honest with you. I then forgot to order all that stuff, but I'm gonna do it after this video. I'm gonna order the rest of those frames and hooks today. That is my task for today. In second place for me, and by the way, these two switch. So I used to have words of affirmation at the top, but I think just due to the year that we've had, quality time being so, and they were like close before, but like with quality time being so scarce, I feel like obviously it's something that I appreciate and want to have more at the moment. So anyway, words of affirmation. Now this one I thought was, I didn't really know how to tackle it talking to myself. You know, I guess I could get in the mirror and say, I see pride, I see power, I see a badass mother that don't take no crap from nobody. However, I don't know, that's not necessarily my style. So I started journaling instead. It's a very early days practice, but you know, if it's something that sticks, I will definitely share my tips on journaling later down the road. Good morning, everybody. So today we're working on words of affirmation. When I was a child, I would have like, dear diary, today in school we learn about the ancient Egyptians, or whatever it might have been. And the little dramas that happened to, you know, a 7-year-old. But anyway, I've never really done it past then. Anyway, I'm skirting around the issue of what I'm here to tell you. So what I'm going to start doing is future self journaling. Now I heard about this on Jen Im's, you can really tell this morning I'm getting goo out my eyes. I heard about this on Jen Im's YouTube channel. She does it every morning, and she lists the 7 questions that you need to ask yourself every morning. So there is a daily affirmation. There we go, works well with the words of affirmation. You need a daily affirmation. Today I will focus on shifting my pattern of, I am grateful for. 3 traits my future self will have are, the person I'm becoming will experience more. I have the opportunity to be my future self today when I think about the person I'm becoming, I feel. So I'm gonna fill this in and I'm gonna get back to you. So I'm done. Part of me wishes I timed myself how long that took, because there's obviously some that I hemmed and hawed about a little bit more, but then others I absolutely smashed through. So it takes up about a page. So it's not loads and loads, and so I think I was a bit like, am I really gonna keep this up? Can I really do this? But then I believe that's part of what I've written in there. I couldn't think of another words of affirmation thing. So get back to me if you can think of some other ways that you can love yourself through words of affirmation. But anyway, last but certainly not least, we have quality time. Now, this is something that I, again, not struggled with, but I guess it was kind of twofold for me. If you have been following this month, you will know my love for Animal Crossing is no secret. I love Animal Crossing. I play Animal Crossing every single day, and it's really saved my sanity this past year. I feel like me spending time on Animal Crossing is quality time and is me working towards something. I've literally said how much I love about Animal Crossing on this channel so many times this past year, but I really feel like it's like a restorative practice. It's my favourite. I want to keep it succinct how much I love Animal Crossing, but I love it, and so I haven't played it yet today. And I feel like quality time with yourself will be different for everybody, but I feel like Animal Crossing in particular is a game which goes at your pace, arguably, potentially even slower than what your pace might be. Really takes you to slow down and work on small things, and just, I love Animal Crossing. This Sunday, you're gonna see my Animal Crossing island. I'm so excited to make that video. I'm so excited. So stay tuned for that one. Definitely, I feel like the most quality time thing I've done this year is Animal Crossing, but more recently, I wanted to do an off-screen activity because, you know, a lot of us have been spending an awful lot of time, hi, you're literally watching me through a screen, I'm spending a lot of time looking at screens. So basically, I applied for some funding thing and I didn't get it, and the project I proposed was to do with honing my skill at lino cut. And I thought, well, actually, I can just do that anyway. And do you know what? I wanted a task, I wanted something for me to do at home that wasn't to do with a screen, and oh my god, have I fallen in love with lino cut. In fact, I'm going to show you some. BRB, they're just over here. So this is my most recent one. So lino cut is effectively where you get a piece of linen like this and you effectively make a stamp. You like scrape out the innards, so make a negative image. You put some ink on, paper on top, boom. Again, I've been vlogging about it, so if you want to see the process a little bit more properly, you can watch that. But I have just been really enjoying printing for fun. You know, I went to school for graphic communication, and you know, I wanted to hone my printing skills, and actually like risograph and silkscreen is more where my expertise lie. But I have done lino cut printing before, but you know, in the midst of this pandemic, I can't do risograph printing or silkscreen printing at home. It's just not viable. Even if I had the equipment, I don't have the space, and I don't have the equipment. So, but lino cut is relatively, because like lino cuts, they're typically quite small. Like this is what, like A5. I found that, you know, I just thought about it and I was like, I can definitely just do that at home. And it's like a relatively inexpensive way to print as well, because all you really need is a roller, some ink, a tray, and lino, and that's it. So, oh, and paper. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. So this is my most recent one. These are some roses that I printed. And yeah, it's just super duper fun. I've got like, I did this with acrylic, so it's not looking as good, but you know, I've got like a little palm frond. I've got like a scorpion. It's just been something I've been having fun with. And like what's so wild is I feel like sometimes just when you like share your passions, that like so many people have been like, can I commission you to do something? Are you going to be selling these? And like I bought this for my own sanity. Like I started doing this for my own creative outlet that isn't digital, because you know, I have a podcast, I have a YouTube channel, I do a bunch of digital stuff, but I wanted something that was, you know, off of a screen. And I have been loving spending my evenings popping on some tunes and just making a lino and then printing it as well. I find it all really meditative, and oh my god, I've just been enjoying it so much. Honestly, me being rejected from that thing, well, even me applying for that funding was like, because I was like, I want to apply for this funding, it sounds like a really good thing, but what would I actually do as, you know, somebody who's like applying as a printmaker? So I thought about lino, that was something that was like viable for me to do from home. And then even when I didn't get it, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. And honestly, it's the best thing that's happened to me in lockdown 3, I would say. I've been really, really enjoying it. So if you've been watching my vlogs, you're gonna see even more of them because I can't get enough. But yeah, I don't know, dude, I wanted to make this video just to, you know, have people to really think about what they need and what they need to show themselves, which is love, compassion, and all that fun stuff. Anyway, I hope you are having a fantastic Monday. This is the last week of a video every day. Oh my god, where has the month gone? Ah, anyway, I hope you've been enjoying the video so far. I'm sending you lots of love, and you shall see me again tomorrow. Bye! Ah!